Hey guys, this is Vernon Mason. I'm with VA Home Realty, professional real estate agent there, and just reaching out to you in regards to a really great event that we decided to really participate and take advantage of. And it's a great event called the Dance-a-thon, which it's really just a ton of professionals who wanted to come together, raise a lot of awareness for Alzheimer's, and they picked, which I thought was a great idea, an event where we're dancing literally the entire day. I mean, the entire day we're going to be dancing all together, giving out great spirit awards, giving out awards for the donations, really trying to get all the money together to continue on all the research around Alzheimer's. And we're bringing that awareness and decided to make around that theme is because that's what it's really all about, is living in the moment. A lot of moments, a lot of really great moments that unfortunately Alzheimer's patients end up losing. Some things that take for granted that we do in our own lives where we don't seem to realize what a life could be like whenever those exact moments are taken away from you just like that.
My grandfather, he was strong, intelligent, amazing man. I was very close to him. He passed just over 10 years ago, and it still kind of affects me. But I want to give you what Alzheimer's looked like to me when I was about 9, 10, up to 12 years old, right before my 10th birthday, and that was really hard because my grandma and grandpa have never missed a birthday, so it was just this big thing because I was always with them. And saw them drive away, went to Oklahoma, and it was really hard on my grandma, of course. So she decides, you know what, let's just visit. And I remember during that trip, he was in our guest bedroom, and they were just trying to get him excited and grounded and everything. So they pulled me in the room, and he asked, who's that little girl? And they're like, that's your granddaughter. That's who we came to see. Isn't that a shame? He says. I don't know her. And I understand that it wasn't him forgetting about me. It's just that terrible disease.
Because I do have a grandmother, a wonderful grandmother on my father's side who unfortunately has fallen into Alzheimer's. And the stage she's at, she hasn't completely forgot about me. However, the memory of what she has left is about 20 years ago. So she has memories from 20 years ago. When I talked to her on the phone, she still thinks I'm in high school or middle school. She doesn't know that she has, an adult grandson who's done well for himself, well for the family. She doesn't know all the great things that I've been able to achieve. She doesn't know all the things that I've gotten her, I've bought for her, I've given her. She doesn't even know that she has grandchildren anymore. And it's pretty taken back. My little brother, unfortunately, gets the hardest half of that, as her memory was before he was born. So she gets confused on times that he is I. So those are some of the moments that I allow my little brother to take advantage of, so that way he can kind of feel the warmth and love that I was able to experience at his age with my grandmother. And unfortunately does have to pretend he's me in order to get that. Otherwise he would be a complete stranger, as we tried a couple of times. So it's been tougher on him than others, but I'm definitely well aware of it. And it's extremely tough to see someone you love so much, someone you've grown to know so well, for them to lose at least 3/4 of your life. Just all the memories, everything they've done for you, everything they've known about you, everything they've spoken to you about, like it never existed, never happened. And it's really tough to have those conversations.
Hi, I'm Caroline, and I'm an agent for VA Home Realty. I am a mother to a 5-year-old son. He has 2 sets of grandparents on his father's side that have Alzheimer's. This makes the likelihood that he would have Alzheimer's very high, as well as his dad's likelihood almost 100%. We get it. It's not all genetic. Head trauma can cause Alzheimer's. Your social habits can cause them, drinking, smoking, bad diet, no exercise. High blood pressure, stroke, and heart disease can actually lead to Alzheimer's as well. This is something that I am slightly concerned about because heart disease runs in my family. My mother died from heart disease, as did her father. So even though there aren't many people in my family that have had Alzheimer's, it's possible that I too could contract it. Losing my mental capacity, my memory, my recognition of family and friends would be unbearable to think. The saddest thing is that we aren't the ones that experience it. Those with Alzheimer's, they don't know the loss. It's their family and their friends that have to suffer through it, sometimes for many, many years. It's really unfair because it can seem to hit people that seem very healthy, who may not have had any other pre-existing conditions, and they just start to lose their brain sharpness a little bit every day until eventually they're forgetting big things, or they're having headaches, and you go and have them tested and you find out that they're suffering from dementia. And you know, it could be slow, it could be fast, but pretty soon they might lose all memory.
So it makes it even more important as to why we're participating in this event. And of course, not just myself having these direct relationships with family members who are experiencing Alzheimer's, but we also have many other agents who are doing the same thing. And even beyond that, agents who know of individuals who have fallen to complete memory loss to Alzheimer's or are slowly deteriorating in the early stages. And so that's what this event is all about, is really not to look at the unfortunate sides of Alzheimer's, but really the positive sides on the research of what we're doing to advance, to see what we can do about reversing the effects of Alzheimer's. And that's this fun event. We would love to have every last one of you out there giving us all the support in the world. And we understand that your time is very important. And so that's why we ask, if you can, please, let your wallets do the talking. Let your wallets take the time. And please donate today to our organization, where 100% of these proceeds are going to go straight to the research around Alzheimer's, to be able to help family members such as mine, my grandmother, and other family members and friends that you may have known, may have heard, and have been a part of or have been an impact in your entire life.
We'll be dancing for 12 hours straight at the Mambo room. I'll post a link as to how you could help donate, and it would just mean the world to me for you to participate in that.